I just wanted to show you guys that video. So as you could see, my speech is on how to make a pina colada, and I'm sure you guys have all heard the pina colada song. So, there is many different kinds of pina coladas. There's just so many ways to make it. As you could see in the pictures, this one over here, you could tell it has more of a milk base because it's more milk white color. The one in the middle, you can tell it has more fruit, it has more pineapple, that's why it's more yellow. And the last one over there, you could tell that it has more juice because the bottom is yellow but the top kind of goes white. So those are a few different kinds of pina coladas. So you could say that I'm pretty experienced on how to make a pina colada because I've been making pina coladas since I was about 13. My family has a restaurant and I have just always made pina coladas. And it's actually one of the most popular blended drinks there is. So, the pina colada that I'm going to show you today is the standard version, what I call standard. It has a little bit of everything. It doesn't have too much of this or too much of that. So, it's kind of the standard version. The main ingredients you're going to need to making a pina colada is pina colada mix, cream coconut, pineapple juice, and ice. The optional ingredients are rum, if you want to do an alcoholic pina colada, and whipped cream and a cherry if you like. And the materials you are going to need is a blender, a spoon, preferably like a bar spoon or a smoothie spoon, one of the long spoons, your glass. If you're going to be doing a pina colada with alcohol, you would need a shot measure and a straw. So once you have gathered all your materials, you have them out ready, you are ready to start making pina colada. Next, you have to ask yourself, what kind of pina colada do you want? Are you going to start to make the one with alcohol or the virgin one? And if you want to do the one with alcohol, do you want it to taste strong? Do you want it to taste not so strong? And just keep in mind with drinks like pina coladas, they are so sweet that you really can't taste the alcohol. So a lot of people always like to say, I want a double shot. So stop and realize that a pina colada does taste strong. You just can't taste it because of the sweetness. And these are the consequences of that. Yeah, just thought I'd show you that. So now you can begin to prepare your drink. It's a pretty simple recipe. For the virgin one, you would need 2 cups of ice, a half a cup of cream of coconut, a half a cup of pineapple juice, and a half a cup of virgin pina colada mix. And then for the alcohol one, you just do the same thing and you just add the shot, or half a shot, or double shot of rum. And keep in mind that you could use, there's so many different products, there's different types of rums, there are different kinds of pina colada mixes, different kind of pineapple juices. It doesn't really matter which one you use. This is kind of just the main. So once you have all your ingredients, you are now ready to just put it in the blender. When you're going to start putting everything in the blender, make sure that you put all the liquids first, and then you put the ice and the cream at the end. I don't know if you guys have seen what cream looks like, cream of coconut. It's kind of thick, so when you put it at the bottom, it sticks to the bottom and it doesn't really blend into the drink. So once you start blending it, it's going to depend how much time you blend it, depending on what kind of blender you have. There's like smoothie blenders, or if it's like the blender at your house. I mean, you kind of just blend it until you think all the ice is crushed. So you would get your spoon, put it in, and kind of just dip it in, and if you see any little pieces of ice, obviously it means you need to blend it a little more. And once you check the texture and you feel like it's ready, then you can pour it into a glass with a straw. And if you would like, you could top it with whipped cream and a cherry, which is the way it's usually served. And it is now ready to consume. So with this in mind, just remember, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, and if you have had the rain, you now know how to make pina colada.